All right. Welcome to Eyes Open Media. The report is out right now, so you guys can check that out. In this video, I want to go over what I overlooked from Eric John, which is really huge, and so we're gonna go. I guess you guys already seen the title of the video, so you might know what we're talking about here. But first, I'm going to read an article that I brought to you guys earlier today, and then I'm going to read underneath you what Eric John brought to us as well, which is even more important. Well, both of them are actually very, very important. And I don't want to overlook both of them, okay? So that's why I decided to do an Eyes Open Media video on it for those, and I will post this video in the comment section under the report for the day. Okay, so you can find it there as well. If you're, some of you guys probably are listening to it right now because you found it there. Okay, so let's begin. The Ministry of Transport decides to adopt the IQD currency instead of foreign selling tickets. Okay, so basically, what we're seeing here is that every sector of Iraq is going to start using their own currency. Okay, they're going to start using the national currency. Okay, and I think the Kurds already came out and said that they are going to be using only the national currency, okay, to pay their bills. Okay, and we also now see that it looks like Baghdad is going to be doing the exact same thing. They're going to be paying their bills. They're going to be paying their employees. They're going to be paying the projects and everything they're doing. They're going to be paying it in the national currency, no longer with foreign currencies. Okay, no longer with the U.S. dollar, the euro, and other things like that. That is very, very key and important because they must do that to return to the international stage, right? They have to use their own currency. How many people around the world that are on the international stage are using other people's currency? Not nobody, right? China uses their own currency, right? The yuan. Euro uses the euro. Europe uses the euro. UK uses the pound, right? The British pound. Who else is on the international stage? Australia. Australian dollar, right? So all the Japan, the Japanese yen, right? So all the countries that are on the international stage, I know there's a lot other more Canada, right? The Canadian dollar, right? So those countries that are on the international stage, they use their own currency. Okay, they use their own national currency is what I should say. Okay, and then they also use they might use the petrodollar to for oil stuff to do things in oil and transactions in oil, or even bigger, the big transactions, they will use the SDRs or the petrodollar or the US dollar, and for bigger transactions. Okay, but for regular everyday thing, those countries that are in the international stage on the global market on a daily basis with no restrictions, they use their own currency. They use their national currency. Okay. Okay, so let's read this here. It says a source at the Ministry of Transport on Thursday that the ministry has decided, okay, to adopt, not, and I don't even think they have decided, they're forced to do this, okay, because they have to. There's no if and buts about it, okay, but decided to adopt the national currency instead of foreign travel for the sale of special Iraqi Airways tickets, noting that this decision is subject to change. Okay, it says that the state company for Iraqi Airways revealed that its board of directors made a decision to sell tickets in the IQD for the sectors of interior and offices exclusively. But that decision has not been implemented because of the sales system's dependence on inputs prices of the U.S. dollar. The source pointed to the impossibility of receiving the amount of ticket sales in IQD on the basis of the U.S. dollar because of the exchange rate variation in local markets. Okay, So they're telling us that this change is coming, and it just hasn't been implemented yet, and that's because we don't have Western Mosul. Number one, number two, they're not back on the international stage. Number three, they haven't revealed their true reality rate. Number four, they haven't launched the national reconciliation. Okay, so there's still things pending for this, but you can see what they're about to do in all phases in Iraq, Kurdistan region, the Baghdad government, and then all the areas, all the different sectors in Iraq, from transportation to agriculture to real estate to every single thing. They're going to be using the national currency. Okay, no longer the foreign currencies and things. They don't need to do that. You know, if you're coming back into the international stage, you don't need to use foreign currency. Okay, will they still have auctions? Yeah, they'll have auctions. They'll have the little, but it won't be as big as it is now. Okay, they'll have auctions, the daily auctions. Every country has auctions, right? Every country does hold auctions, and they bring in other foreign currencies just to keep their reserves diversified. Okay, so now let's scroll down here, and let's look at what Eric has. First, Eric says, at what rate? Question mark. Okay, and then he posted this: Baghdad Council acknowledges. Okay, I did try to find this article, Eric. If you're listening, I did try to find this article. I couldn't find it. Okay, so I'm just going off your word here about this article because this is huge, you know. But I tried to find it. I couldn't find it. You know, I did post the I took the title here and I tried to find that article and I couldn't find it. But we know that you don't bring no bull crap to us. So you know, I'm gonna go and roll with it. And it also basically it also kind of meshes with the article that I brought anyways. So anyways, Baghdad Council acknowledges its budget for 2017. Okay, okay. So here's the thing: some people are going to say Baghdad Council acknowledges its budget, and they're going to say, well, that's Baghdad Council's budget. Okay, that's not the real budget. That's Baghdad's council budget. Okay, so and I'm gonna say maybe you're right. I don't know, but I'm not gonna. But until then, I'm just I don't know. I don't know why Baghdad Council would have his own secret budget though. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Baghdad Council is acknowledging the federal government budget of 2017. But if we're wrong and this is Baghdad Council's budget, then please forgive us, okay? But so, and I don't know why Baghdad Council would need 119 billion dollars, billion. Well, no, it's only billion. It's a billion dinars, so that's a little bit different. Interesting. It, that might be true. Okay. Well, let's just read it. Let's just read it. I'm like, that's interesting. I just thought about that right on top of my head that somebody is probably watching it and saying, wait a minute, that is just Baghdad Council amount for their budget. That's not the federal. That's not the amount for the federal budget. Okay, so let's just read it. Baghdad Council acknowledges its budget for 2017 amounting to 119 billion dinars. Okay, Council approved the distribution. That's a distribution. This disbursement of 40 million IQD to raise waste radioactive contamination from the slaughter area and Thirst, Baghdad. Okay. Um, Provisional Council held it's periodic, okay, on Thursday. Basically, it's regular meetings and periodic meetings on Thursday, where it acknowledges as approved, regardless of the amount, to raise the radioactive contamination from the slaughter. Okay, I don't care about none of that. It says the board approved the budget of the province of Baghdad. Now, see, this is the part. This is the part I don't understand. So this is the part that raises questions here. The board approved the budget of the province of Baghdad, not the federal, not the whole federal budget. Hmm. The board approved the budget of province of Baghdad, amounting to 119 billion dinars. The council also approved the distribution of 40 million IQDs. Okay. And then I posted down here that we are finishing everything. So what will be left will be the invasion of Mosul, and that's what and the Western Mosul, and that's what's going on. Okay, so regardless of the top is right or wrong, if it's look and let me see what Eric says. Eric says if they're about to implement that budget of 107, no, it's 119 billion dinars, and adopting local currency per the MOT, okay, Ministry of Transportation, then question is what comes first, the chicken or the egg, or do they both show up at the same time? Okay, Eric also says that Donald Trump said he'll never telegraph the real time Iraqi operations. So we got to remember that also. Yeah, we got to remember. Yeah, we do. I know they. Well, here's the thing. The international coalition is the one that's doing the real time, monitoring of Western Mosul. So they're the ones that are really giving it away. Mag Dog, and the guys really didn't say that it'll be few days. That was the international coalition. Remember yesterday I did the report extra, and it was the international coalition that actually said in a few days, and it wasn't Mad Dog. Mad Dog was just talking about the plans and things of that nature and what was going on with another guy. But the international coalition commanders are the ones that are giving the day to day, few days to go. We're right at the border. We're prepared to go. We're prepared to invade. Blah 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 blah. So it's the international coalition. It's not Donald Trump or Mad Dog. So we have to understand that as well. Okay, because there's a whole bunch of people in this fight, right? Publicly, right? There's that are controlling the airways and they have access to the media. So Donald Trump can only control him, and the Secretary of Defense Mad Dog can only control what they can control on their end, but you can't control the media in Iraq, right? And so if international coalition come out and say, yeah, tomorrow we're doing this, and like, oh, it is what it is. We can't stop that, right? We have no control of it. But this is very interesting because I gotta do more research on this because I don't know if this is actually the 2017 federal budget, okay, amount, or if this is just the Baghdad Council of their Providence amount. Okay, so we gotta do some research here. The board approved the budget. See, it didn't say the board approved the Iraq's 2017 federal budget. Okay, it said the board approved the budget of the province of Baghdad. So that's something. Look, it could be the federal budget, which would be awesome because that's the amount we want. We're looking for. Okay, we're looking for billions and not trillions, and that's how we know that they're about to enter back into the international world because nobody in the international world uses anything in trillions. It's all in billions, right? So we understand that that's what we're looking for. So this could be the federal. They could be talking about the federal budget, or they just could be talking about the the budget for the bag for the freaking what is it, the councils, the board of councils in the province. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna do my research on it. And I hope you guys. And I'm doing this video so you guys can also do your research on it and bring the information to me. Don't message me the information. Just post it underneath this video, or just post it in the visitor section. And Eric, if you're listening to this video, confirm it with me if this is the 2017 federal budget, or if this is just the Baghdad Council Providence budget amount. Okay, so let me know, Eric. And I think that is it. I think we are done. If you haven't checked out the report for the day, check it out. And if you didn't check out the report extras yesterday with Mad Dog conversation and the other stuff about, we're at a few days from Western Mosul invasion, you need to check that out. I think I had some other stuff on there as well in the report extras. So the report extras yesterday, you need to check out. The report for the day from for today, Thursday, February 9th, you need to check that out because that's out now. And then of course you're listening to this, and then tonight I might be back for report extras for tonight. Okay, because there's just so much news going on. And remember also, we were going to end this thing strong, right? So there's gonna be a lot of report extras because After they give us Western Mosul, I will no longer be doing any reports, and I will no longer be doing any morning updates. Okay, so this is a good chance to just end it strong. Okay, so that's it for me. Eyes open, Eric and everybody else, get back with me on this information. Peace out. Eyes open.